Hi everyone. So this is a quick update from me on where we are in the current 18.6 year cycle. So things are really starting to heat up. And I've just been reading the news this morning and been reminded of all the kind of crazy things that are going on. And the reason why it's getting crazy is because we are coming towards the peak of the current cycle. We are, as I document in my book, The Secret Wealth Advantage, in the mania phase, and as the name suggests, things are really overheating. People are going a little crazy, splashing their wealth around in very conspicuous ways. And just from the news, a couple of stories that caught my eye. The New York Mets have paid a record $765 million for Juan Soto's contract. And this is a baseball team, and it's the most valuable sporting contract in global sporting history, which is of course an example of where we are in the cycle. Elsewhere, you might have seen the news that the ruby slippers from the film The Wizard of Oz have fetched a record $30 million at auction. You might have seen a few weeks ago the auction price for a banana taped to a wall fetched $6 million at auction. This was paid for by someone who had made his fortune in speculating in cryptocurrency. Of course, we know that Bitcoin has just exceeded $100,000 in the last few weeks. So things are really heating up. And actually, it reminds me of 1980s Japan. If you just allow me to refer to a couple of examples from my book. One of the things that was going on in the really overheated Japan of the 1980s was that people used to buy golf course memberships, and they used to trade them on what was called the Nikkei Golf Index. And at height of the mania in that real estate cycle, the value of traded golf memberships reached $200 billion, which in those days was bigger than the economy of Switzerland. And at the very peak of the cycle, and going back to the art story, you had a Japanese bidding record sums for artwork. It was 2 Van Gogh paintings, which fetched between 82 and $85 million, which was $30 million more than the previous record that had been reached in auction. And most ironically of all, the art collector who professed to be a specialist in art said that when he died, he wanted the artwork to be cremated with him, which of course suggested that he was more interested in the symbolism and the money rather than the actual quality of the art. So things are really overheating in the current cycle. If you want to know how it plays out, I recommend you look at my book, The Secret Wealth Advantage, which details how each stage of the cycle plays out and what you can do to take advantage of it and also to protect your wealth when the cycle turns down.